Jana Duggar marries Stephen Wissmann in elegant Arkansas wedding. I prayed for this for years. Exclusive. Jana Duggar finally had her dream come true. Wedding. The counting on alum, 34, who is the eldest Duggar daughter, married Stephen Wissmann, 31, in Prairie Grove, Arkansas, on Thursday, August 15th, in a classic elegant ceremony. The pair, who got engaged on June 15th, exchanged traditional vows at the Grand at Willow Springs in front of 500 guests. Jessa Duggar Seewald served as the bride's maid of honor, while her sister-in-law, Abbie Duggar, and sisters Joy-Anna Forsyth, Johannah Duggar, Jinger Duggar Vuolo and Jordyn Duggar were bridesmaids. I think it is one of those things that all girls envision someday, Jana told People of her wedding 2 days before the celebration. For me, it felt like, okay, it's never coming. But now it's starting to sink in. Reality is starting to set in. And I'm like, wow, this truly is something that I've dreamed of. And just to see it coming about is incredible and kind of hard to believe. It's a dream come true. Jana walked down the aisle to Holy, 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 in an off-the-shoulder ivory satin ball gown with her dad Jim Bob Duggar. The dress felt classy and a bit like a princess, Jana says. As for decor at their affair, the couple wanted to keep it simple. The venue is already so gorgeous and picturesque that I didn't want to take too much from that, Jana says. The guys will be in black suits, the girls in champagne-colored dresses, and then just white flowers and greenery. When planning their mega nuptials, the pair's biggest priority was incorporating their loved ones. Coming from 2 bigger families, Wissmann is one of 13 siblings. We love to be able to get together and celebrate moments like these, says Jana. And so to have all of them there, it just means a lot. Following the couple's traditional vows and lighting of the unity candle, they joined their 500 guests at the reception for a dinner prepared by the groom's family of chicken, green beans, mashed potatoes, rolls, and coleslaw. Because we're doing an evening wedding, I envisioned this more formal, sit-down dinner, says Jana. The Wissmanns are incredible cooks. They're going to do a full spread and they've been working on it. I'm like, just do it. I trust y'all. Y'all making amazing food. For dessert, the bride and groom cut into a 3-tier cake with lemon raspberry filling, which was served alongside cupcakes. One of Jana's brother-in-laws served as MC during the post-wedding festivities and hosted interactive games and activities for guests. After heartfelt toasts, the newlyweds shared their first dance before Jana tossed her bouquet into the crowd. Wissmann, who lives in Nebraska with his parents and siblings, first connected with Jana years ago through their families. The Wissmanns would travel and sing. I remember them coming to our home, probably 13 or so years ago, and they ended up getting snowed in here, which hardly ever happens in Arkansas, recalls Jana. I remember just playing games late into the night, doing puzzles together until the snow melted off, and they were able to travel back home. I don't really remember Stephen that well because I'm older than him, and so he was not at all on my radar. A few years ago they crossed paths again and dated briefly before going their separate ways. Despite breaking things off, they remained in touch and talked to each other on and off over the years. Around the same time, Jana's brother Jeremiah Duggar married Wissmann's sister Hannah. It wasn't until earlier this year, when Jana and Wissmann reconnected again for a final time. It was like, what are we doing? We still enjoy each other. We still really appreciate each other, she recalls. I had been a slower mover on it, but just over time, his character, his coming back, still loving me no matter what, she says. I know we have a big crazy family and still kind of putting up with a lot of things. I'm like, my goodness, there are not too many people that do that. He must really, genuinely care about me. She continues. It takes me a bit to open up, but I think just his continuing to be there, no matter what, through ups and downs. He's been a good friend over the years and has not pressured me in a lot of ways. Still, she admits watching her younger siblings get married before her hasn't always been easy. 11 of her total 18 brothers and sisters are already married. I'm just like, what is it? Is it me? Do I have a problem? I know I've prayed for this for years and years and definitely been like, what's the matter? Why can't I just? All of my siblings, most of them have been married in their early 20s, she says. By far, I am the oldest. So it has been disheartening at times. Jana adds. I've tried to look at the positive, yet you long for that person, that someone that you can spend life with. It has been hard, but it has been good and God's taught me a lot through it all. Now newlyweds, the pair is excited to embark on their next chapter together, and finally be in the same state. Jana plans to move to Nebraska after the wedding where she'll live with Wissmann, who works in the irrigation system install business along with sandblasting and painting. It's great. We've been working, he has a little house we bought that we've been fixing up and getting pulled together, and so that's been fun, says Jana. As she reflects on her path to finding true love, Jana says her faith has always gotten her through. I haven't always understood what the bigger picture is, but I know that God knows what is best for all of us. And so for me, it's getting married later, she says. Each of our stories will be written differently. If we were all the exact same, it would be a boring life. So I think it's neat how God orchestrates.